A new warrior has entered the ring!
We got a king? Okay.
You better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Gotta do this. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Okay, they trade hits. Nails the anti-air. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Boxing with a target. Knockdown. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Both can sneaks in the throw. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Quick dash in. Dashes up. G-right kick for a mix-up. Hits him with a stopping block. OSA uses the gauge for a super arm. Wow, that's some big-time damage there. Going in, player one needs to use the threat of the corner. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player two has flawless round. They got him so quick. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Fight. Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? The match just started. And he throws him from above. Player two needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player two with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? A jump? Barely blocks the jump in. Teleport! Nowhere safe! Nice fireball! Player one is barely oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. What are they gonna do? These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? They're recovered! Let's go! Nothing stops this train! Excellent damage impact counter! Oh, that's so sick! This is the time to fulfill the kill, no doubt about it.
Accepting.
Put them on a t-shirt with that finish.
How'd I lose?
Player two is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that one.
What is this?
That's some big juicy damage on that counter. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out.
Thinking face. Face with tears of joy.
Time to do some damage after that wall splash.
How you doing?
Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out.
Oh, my goodness.
Solid throw tag. KO.
I should have had a few hours for I had
the
to get
tone
ready
with
for
that
your,
win. Let's see if they
for
can
tonight,
keep it up.
so I was gonna play a couple rounds.
That's some big juicy
So
damage.
that rabbit is bailing on us today.
Shows a medium kick.
Yeah,
Player two really suffered there in the
he's
corner
up in the
for a
air
while.
about it.
How can they avoid being put there this round? Both fighters planning something? Player one, burnout activates. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Jumps up. Quick breather. Drive usage is back on the table. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Life lead is there. Sets up with the jump in. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Fighting back with a burnout, but they may have a plan here. Player one can't use any drive move. Doesn't set this low. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Catches them out. Quick dashing. Excellent damage on that. Holy! Hits him with a stopping bomb. Flight connects with the throw. Super art. The super doesn't hit. Player one needs to wait this out. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player one has a big drive gauge lead. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? No punish counter on reaction. Super! Hits him down with the super. Now that's how you take a round. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. That was catch as catch can if you're gonna get in a fight.
But yeah, okay, man, if you're still there, me and my wife will be there.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Shows the overhead. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes the chance to hurt him. Very solid corner switch. Low heavy. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple golden strike. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or KO? Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Nano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Gets the jump in. Gets the combo. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick to hit them with a stopping bomb. Have they noticed the drive gauge gap? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. And they create an opportunity. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Brushes that off and keeps going. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Excellent block. Blocks it. And eats it. What? Clutch anti-air. Corrects them. What now? Dangerous finds the target. Back into the corner. What's that crowns him from above? Gets the corner switch. Mike burns out. Wave drive impact misses. Oh, here we go. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. What's that off?
Oh my goodness.
With low heavy. Sets up with the jump in. A real test of nerve. No hesitation or regret. Hits them with the hit and the dummy. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. Player one was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
Round one. Fight.
We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? From up above. The low is denied. Well-timed command throw there. The drive impact netted them a sweet punish counter. What are they thinking here? Gets a good read on their opponent. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Gets the knockdown, and now, not shy with the grab. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Brushes that off and keeps going. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Players, there's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Uses the target combo as a filler. Jumps? You've got to be mindful of reach and jumpings at this range. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. The life lead opens up. Can they jump on an opening here? So, what's next? Quick breather. Teleport! Oh my god, they just choked it up! Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Dangerous break. There's the impact. Not in there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Alright.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The cross-up connects. Tons of drive and health to work with. Knockdown. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Big counter. From up above. Nice Manish Dore. Getting those throws all pumped up. The low doesn't connect. All right, what's coming up next? Charges forward. Going on the offensive? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? They need to rely on their instincts here. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. In there! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight.
Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jumps up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Going in? They just won't stop switching sides. Teleports. That's gonna rattle them. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Jump? What'll happen here? The low heavy is denied. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Big throws. A quick breather. A super art? They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make hit them with a stopping block. Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. Punish counter sets the table. Big drive gauge skip is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Flatline zone. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
Another fight is coming your way.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Life lead opens up. Going in? Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Connect with medium kick. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Closing. What's next? Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. This may be it. Still slugging it out at this range. Shows a medium kick. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Solid anti-air. Player one in dire straits with burnout. Lays down a side hustle. Player one can't use any drive boost. Flatline zone.
Good stuff.
Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. From up above. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Puts one in the pocket.
What's up?
Hey, what's
Perfect
going on, man?
air. Starts with a jump in. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player one blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. Shoots off a fireball up close. Throws them to negate the block. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. That drive impact is blocked.
Just chilling.
Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown. Player one digs a the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? A quick breather. Player one comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Woo, that last round went right down to the wire. We don't know who's going to win, but with both fighters evenly matched, any small mistake is going to end up being costly. It's a good job of pushing back. All right, what's coming up next? Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Lots of Fuha banked and plenty of avenues to race through. Medium kick hit. Knockdown and jumps up. Scrapping it out up close. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. The throw whiffs. Smart play with the throw. Ooh, what a smart throw. Turnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Closes it with a classic corner throw. Player one took no time to finish that fight.
Everyone fair and square. First loss.
Now, fight a new rival.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Blocks the jump in. No good up high. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Throws him down. Tons of drive and health to work with. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. The jump in is denied. Hold your breath. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Getting into the end game now. It's getting tense. All right, what's coming up next? Springs forward with a drive rush. Dashes. Experiencing burnout. Somehow pushes back KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. From up above. Who's going to start things off? Hits them with a stop and block. Burns them up. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Manages to block the jump in attack. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Both fighters planning something? Barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. Crowns him from above. Zones with the fireball. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Clutch anti-air. Zanku Huddle, forward rush. Keeps him out. How did they anticipate that jump in?
Well, he was jumping
Player
home.
2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
What?
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Checks him with the projectile. Holds out with the block. Player 2 with the life lead. Lots of aggression from both sides. From up above, they are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Player 1 chases them down. Knockdown. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Demon Raid. Medium kick hit. Took him to the corner in a flash. Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Wow, that's some big-time damage. Looking to slice off a limb with a demon dance. Player 1 can't closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Keeps them out. Reads the jump in perfectly. Yoga fires it. Oh man, this is a scary range. Backed into the corner. A back throw for damage and vital positioning. Excellent block. Player 1 will need to play it conservative and overhead, but it won't work. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on things. Hugs nothing but air. Like, ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, here we go. Ooh, you never know. Oh, snipe. Man, not good. Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Fires off them and not. What were they thinking? Okay, here we go. It drops them from the air. Knocked them out of the air. Player 1 is in a very good spot. All in with a rush. Any mistake to escape denied. Piles on the corner pressure. They are taking this to the absolute. Oh, you're grounded. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Get a flat 5. That would be nice.
Ready, match.
Oh shoot, hit the wrong button.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Parries the attack, and now they get pushed into the corner, or it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Starts with a jumper, below heavy hits. Player 2 has the life lead. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. No more drive gauge. The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Life lead opens up. Teleports! That's gonna rattle him. from up above. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge of the Getsu. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opts to create space to start. That drive impact doesn't get through. Very solid corner switch. Close him. What's next? All right, what's coming up next? Okay, creating some space here. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Super on deck for both. Oh, burnout triggered. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Cross that off!
Froze up.
Things are very tense as this connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Jump, solid anti-air. Take that guard away for just what they were after. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with a jump in, charges forward. Getting tipped in with the luminous. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Finds the target. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Drive rush. Player 2 has got to work some magic with this limited drive. Solid anti-air. What are they gonna do? We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Forward row. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Here comes the corner. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 2 with the wow, satisfied with his opening. Punish counter sets the table. Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super arm ready. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what's going on the offensive. Getting tipsy with the devil inside. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Good anti-air. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Nails the anti-air. The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. In a dire situation, they can't KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Holds out with the block. Gets the jump in. Big counter. Drive rush to keep it going. The jump in is denied. Grabs and throws him away. Springs forward with the drive rush. Knockdown and still scrapping for control of the space. Uses the target combo with a village. What'll happen here? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. One chance here may end. Gets tagged by the fireball. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Start freaking out.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Blocks the jump in. Opts for the throw. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Who's it gonna be? The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Feeling out the spacing. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Anything could happen here. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Sticks the jump in. Teleports! That's gonna rattle him. There's only 20 seconds remaining. Not much time left in this round. Who will capitalize in there? Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Breaks those shins. That's some big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Smart throws them. Going in a super art. Life lead is there. Solid anti-air. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Jump? This is gonna hurt. Player 1 with forward rush. Connects with the throw. Both sides getting ready. Presses for a reaction with the fireball. Ooh, you never... Ooh, what a smart throw. Build a fire to turn up the heat. Gets the counter hit. What are they gonna end with the luminance? Amazing. This can lead to some big damage. A real test of nerves here. What'll be the plan? Denies the jump in attempt. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
I survived somehow.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Knockdown. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Back throw to get the side switch. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Where is their opening? You've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Are we going to see both fighters use their drive moves here? KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Knockdown and... Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. They're going for the super art? This right here is what Cammy's all about. Here it comes. The Delta Red Assault. Ooh, let's go. Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Oh, burnout triggered. Sneaks in the throw. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What are they thinking here? With the throw. Knockdown. Hold your breath. No more drive gauge. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Dashes! Throws them to negate the block. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Cannon spike! Big throws. A quick breather. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player two is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Spin knuckle. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. At least one of them is having a good time and closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff.
Cammy wins.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Mateo. Can't get no fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Who's gonna make a move? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Trips them up. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Goes for the throw. All right. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Very solid corner switch. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Drive rush. Gets in their face. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Impact's a no-go. Down to the wire. Oh, burnout triggered. Even with both fighters in burnout, brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Sandblast! They may need to spend some meter here in order to... They're going for the projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player drive rush to keep it going. Grabs them. Both of them will springs forward with the drive rush. Player one will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Anti-air drops them. Drops them. Zones with the fireball. Drive gauge gap here. Looking for a chance. Oh, burnout triggered. Yoga Tub crowns them from above. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. One chance here may end this match. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishment. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. They hit each other. There's a corner save. Blocks the jump in. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The super armor does its job. Taking stock. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Let's offer projectiles to waste time. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Life lead opens up.
Where you go?
So they burnout activates. Jump snipes them out the air. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters digs in deep to get that drive in. Takes a trip. Springs forward with the drive rush. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Breaks the block with drive rush to keep it going. Perfect input, not letting up. Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Drive gauge gap healing. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. They're going for the super art. Too slow. Using the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Good. Player two is Mount Brosum. Both sides. Gotta do better than that. Player two can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Connects with the throw. The next touch may decide the round. Benson on the fireball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. The low. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Oh, in with the rock. Player two with the rhythm, owning that space. Jump. Oh my God, they just chumped it up. There's a burnout. Super Arc to come over in a flash.
What was this the first match?
Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Let's run it again.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Zones with the fireball. Goes for the jump in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Player two has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? The low doesn't connect. Player one is almost picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The jump in is denied. Throws them to negate the block. Takes them, springs forward with the drive rush. Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Side switch in the corner. Burnout activates. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? They decide to take a breather to regroup. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Zones with the fireball. Hit them with a stopping bomb. Not much life difference. Saw that coming. Nice parry. You've got to piston lead to some big damage. They return to center stage. Player two has the chance to break shit. Can they create an opportunity? Crowns them from above. Punish counter on reaction. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Sandblast tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Rising uppercut. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Too slow. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Good. And they're betting it all on the drive rush. Connects with the throw. Player 2 can't let this shift go burnout. Did they make him do that? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Sets up with the jump in. Impact squash. They couldn't tech the throw.
That was catch as catch can if you're gonna get in a fight.
Good one, Lee. Ow, can't catch.
Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? Goes for the throw. Trips him up. No good up high. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Fires off an overdrive. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. All right, what's coming up next? KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Teleports! How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Shoots off a fireball up close. Nails the anti-air. Opts to reposition. Looking for a chance. Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. Fires off a Yoga Comet. Both fighters planning something? Yoga Teleport. Where is he going? Barely blocks the jump in. Knockdown and... Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. Drops him hard. Can they create an opportunity for KO? Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Can't tech the throw. Nails the anti-air. Very solid corner shoot. Does a good job of pushing back. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Zones with the fireball. A quick breather. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. From up above. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Still scrapping for control of the space. Going in. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive gap. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Keeps them guessing with a Yoga Arch. Good awareness on the cross. A quick breather. Jumps. Breaks the block with a... Ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters have a... Nothing stops this train. Were they baiting them into that? Player 2 is in a very good spot now. This is a complete shot. Huge flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? Jumps in. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters are raring to go. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Gets the counter hit. Blink up. A jump in? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 2, this is gonna hurt. Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. jump! Reads the jump in perfectly. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? This could lead to some big damage. Throws them. Amazing. Player 2 crowns him from above. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Teleport sets up with the jump in. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
What's he doing here? Just having fun. Came back to win. We have one more fight to go, and you run.
A new warrior has entered the ring!
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Low kicks are a no-go. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. All right. What are these fighters thinking now? Feeling out the spacing. Decides to go in with the target combo. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Time's the only thing moving here. Was looking for that jump attack. Life lead opens up. Checks them with a projectile. They break things off to take a quick breather. All right, what's coming up next? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Breaks their guard with a throw. Here comes the mix-up. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
That's gonna be a problem.
Shadow Rise inbound. Coming through. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Can't tech the throw? Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Devil's reverse. Breaks the block with a throw. Both fighters. Oh, what's this? Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. What'll happen here? Shadow Rise inbound. We're out of standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could going in with Devil's reverse. Overhead. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Totsugeki to the face! Life lead is there. Doesn't check the throw! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Please just run the matchup. Please.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Goes for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. opts for the throw. All right, starts with a jumper. Sticks the combo. Takes a trip. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Throws them to negate the block. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Very solid corner switch. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? They return to center stage. Blocks the impact. Medium kick hits. They trade hits. Goes for the jump in. Knockdown and... Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Side hustle to start. This unleashes some big damage. A quick breather. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Great job in escaping that anti-air in the punch. The drop and whip. They're wide open. What a read with that anti-air. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Clutch parry. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Medium kick hits. Ooh, what a smart throw. Side hustle. Player 1 will look to a flat throw. Is denied. What a read. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner crowns them from above. Teleports. That's going to rattle them. All with a no throw. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. This is gonna hurt. Connects with the throw. What's next? They'll hurt. Big time. Is it time for pleasure? Time for pain. As far as jury's concerned, they're kind of the same. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. Crowns them from above. It is over! Player 2 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. This unleashes some big damage. Connects with the throw. Zones with the fireball. Player 2 has the life advantage. Still slugging it out here. Knockdown. Jump in finds the mark. Throws them to negate the block. Taking stock. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure and KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Jumps? Can't tech the throw? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Buffs up. Goes for the jump in. Risky up close scrap still going. Medium kick hits. Their life is hanging by a thread. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Jumps up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. What'll happen here? Plus parry! Shoots their shot! Finishes things off with authority with that big, big punish counter. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Both fighters are not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Escapes the corner. What are they gonna do? This is gonna hurt. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Throws them. What now? Side hustle. Crowns them from above. Player 1 is on the brink of disaster. Oh my god, they just choked it up!
Both sides getting ready.
This can lead to some big damage. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
Fights back with authority.
Looking for a hole.
Yoga fire.
Are you kidding me? Player 2
Has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
That was rough. Good game.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Shall we begin? Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a corner switch. Blocks the jump in. Sticks the combo. Sticks the jump in. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Trying to read each other here? Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Takes a trip. Got their eye on the air. Life lead opens up. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Round 2.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Turns it up a notch and sends them. Oh, burnout triggered. This fight is just underway. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big throws. Going in. Still scrapping for control of the space. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. They were expecting that drive impact. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Knockdown and full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon.
Anti-air in the front.
Excellent block. Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Player 2 is in a... The drive impact doesn't work. Big drive down. How did they anticipate that jump in? This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jump. The throw missed. Both fighters are raring to jump. Reads the jump in perfectly. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Sets up with the jump in. Player 2, solid anti-air. There's a burnout.
Super art to show them what our PhD and fighters can do for you. Just smothering them with blows to rain on their parade. This kind of violence is a beautiful thing.
Player 1, tap overhead, but it won't work. Throws them. Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super anti-air in this clutch. Who will set the bait at this range? Uses their drive gauge. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. This can lead to some big damage. Closes it out.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 chases them down. Checks them with a projectile. Lots of aggression from both sides. Tons of drive and health to work with. The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Uh-oh. Falls short. parries to cancel the fireball. Throws the fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Feeling out the spacing. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Got their eye on the air. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Gets tagged by the fireball. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them to negate the block. Still very early in the round. Yoga teleport! Where is he going? Had the radar up and running. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Reaches out with a lightning case. Knockdown and... Player hits him with a stop and bob. Vanity burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Both fighters planning something? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Gotta be careful. Sees the overhead coming. Quick breather. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Hold your breath. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 2 buried their opponent.
I don't think Key 5 is going to be here on the stream today.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Shall we begin? Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Still slugging it out here. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Takes a trip. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Knockdown. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Drive gauge finally recovers. The super armor, the punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whip punishing. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Will gain control of the match in the early going. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. What'll happen here? Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Hazashi threw him off with the overhead. Both fighters planning something? Max SA Gate looking to impress with this super. Pulls out the big guns with a Sultan round trap. I never get tired of seeing this. Here it comes. Player 2 minus burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. What? Anti-air. A real test of nerves here. Connects with the throw. Player 2 has depleted their drive hit, but they are still throws them. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? They're back into the corner. No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. Both of them back off. And they're willing to risk it for the overdrive. Oh, a fireball at that range? That was catch as catch can, and you're gonna get in a fight. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Oh, they were looking for that overhead. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Trips him up. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Brushes off the impact. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Can't tech the throw? There's space to make something happen here, and neither fighter looks willing to back down. Checks him with the projectile. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Who will capitalize on an opening first? In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Blocks the overhead. Who's going to start things off? No more drive gauge. Still very early in the round. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Doing some quick planning? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Anti-air drops him. Going in, looking for a chance. Drive gauge yet. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Breaks the block with a throw. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who drops him hard. Oh, block win. A quick breather. Low heavy. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. This is gonna hurt. Oh, the throw connects. Full super art gauge. What are they gonna do? Blink out. Wraps it up with a throw. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Pressuring them in the corner. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. What's the play here? Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Checks him with the projectile. Time's the only thing moving here. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Stop the attack by using burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Risky up-close scrap sneaks in the throw. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Overdrive art. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Still very... burnout activates. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Going in? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge. Hits him with a stop and block. Yoga flame. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Experiencing burnout. Player and whiffs. They're wide open. Anti-air in the clutch. A single hit will do it. Close range projectile. Dangerous range here. Flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Fight! Round! Fight!
The overhead denied. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. Player 2 is in a very good spot now.
This is gonna hurt. Player 2, no!
Oh, excellent block! This can lead to some big damage. Ooh, what a smart throw! Oh, here we go. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Turns out. Looking for a hole. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Even the slightest hit. What a finish! Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Super baby coming out. Alright. We got about a couple more matches to get in, and then we're gonna call it.
Here comes a new challenger.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Got their eye on the air. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Was looking for that jump attack. Teleports! That's gonna rattle him. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big throws. Both fighters planning something. Bust out the parry. Smart play with the throw. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Looking for a chance. Throws them. Knockdown and player 2 will look to apply pressure here. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape anti-air in the clutch. This is a critical moment. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. A jump. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Yoga fire to turn up the heat. Barely blocks the jump in. Oh, the throw connects. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Amazing! Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on Sid. Grabs and throws him away. What's next? This is gonna hurt. Fights back with authority. Sets up with the jump in. Nothing stops this train. Both punish counter sets the table. Like super art to show them what our TNT and fighters can do for you. Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Player 2 chases them down. Starts off zoning with fireballs. All right, what's coming up next? Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. This is a perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Nails the anti-air. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Not close enough for the throw. Barely blocks the jump in. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Looking for a chance. KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Who's gonna make a move? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Throws him down. What are they thinking here? Not letting that go. Okay, perfect parry to stop him. Time to go on the offensive. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. What's the play here? Sticks the jump in. Takes a trip. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Can't tech the throw? Taking stock. Parries the attack. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Holds out with the block. Forward throw, not letting them out of the corner. The attack is parried. Very solid corner switch. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Knockdown and... Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. KO! Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Too anxious, I guess. Just trying to hurt them. Get that lead advantage.
Comes a new challenger.
Well, looks like we started with a can, and we're gonna end with a can.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Gotta do this. Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Sticks the jump in. Takes a trip. Gets the knockdown, and now sees it coming and blocks it out. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to hit them with a stop and pop. Quick dash in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Lands the forward throw. The corner pressure continues. Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Finishes with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Out of my way. Fight. Round. Fight.
Pumps the brakes on the impact. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player 2 has got to figure out a way to fight back after getting riggedy washed that round. Drive gauge gap here. Max SA gauges. It's a good spot to use the super. Player 1 connects with the throw. The low. Teleport. Nowhere safe.
Next, the counter. A jump. Nothing stops this train. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Both sides getting ready. Drive impact misses. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Crowns them from above. Okay, strong super art incoming. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. They gotta dig down deep here. This could lead to some big damage. Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Hadouken! They are taking this to the absolute limit. Are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run. Sick parry. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Combo with the target combo. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Were they baiting them into that? Oh, burnout trigger! Player 1 looking to impress. This one kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Round 2. Fight!
Blocks the impact. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Looking for a chance. Yoga fire there. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Oh, could be the start of something. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Knockdown and... Nice parry. A parry? We're on a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Doing some quick planning? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? More fuel for the fire! Cook them up! The next touch may decide this round. Player 1 drops them to half, closing the gap.
Again.
20 seconds to go. The end's in sight. Yoga Inferno to set this fight alight. Burn out, but they may have a what a finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
For real. Well, that's gonna do it. Let's see who we can raid here. Alright, your friend Dragon doing his kin trials. So that's for me. I gotta go. Gotta get ready. I will see y'all later.